what's up, guys? All right. So, I don't always have a chance to do videos. I kind of got to do them on the I got to do videos on the go sometimes. And so, they're not always going to be perfect, but I try to make them as perfect as I can and get as many videos done. It's hard doing them every day. Sometimes it's late at night, sometimes early in the morning, sometimes in the middle of the day. It's just whenever I can get to it. So, that being said, today I wanted to do a video. You know, you guys have made it. We're at day 58. And being at day 58 means that we have endured some shit. We have gone through it. We went through, the whole habit portion of like developing good habits. And now we're really in the grind, honestly. Because we've gone a while. If you've been doing this every single day like I have, you have seen some progress. Guarantee. You've seen some early weight loss. You've seen some strength build up or some type of change in your body a little bit. But now you're kind of at the patience portion, right? Like when you're not at the very beginning, but you've only gone a short distance, right? You're like, fuck, well, I still got 300 some days to go, right? This is the waiting game, and this is the patience part, which is really fucking hard. That's probably the hardest part. It's got to be. Because once you hit the halfway mark, you're like, I'm halfway there. Wow, you know what I'm saying? And then when you get closer to the end, you're like, oh, I've only got this many days. But when you've made a decent stride but you're still in the phase 1 or in the beginning stages, man, that's the hard part. There is no easy answer. The shitty part is that you just have to put in the work. If you don't put in the work, then you're not going to see results. You got to put in the work with your eating, and making sure that you're eating the right stuff. How easy is it to be thrown off your eating? Like it's just a decision that throws everything off. The fact that, oh, hey, you know what, I'll just eat it tomorrow. I don't want to get up today. I'm too fucking tired. I put too much time in today. Like, I don't need to go to the store and buy healthy stuff. Like, even though our fridge is empty and I don't have what I need, I'll just put it off till tomorrow and I'll eat some junk food today. I've been making conscious decisions to eat healthy, even if I have to serve my family something else, right? I'm going to be healthy. And I'd like my family to be on the journey with me, but they don't like eating the same thing every day, and I can eat it every day. I eat a lot of ground turkey, right? I eat a lot of strawberries. I eat a lot of low-calorie bread. I'm putting in the work. There's days when I'm getting up, when I finally get a chance to go and work out, it's fucking 11 o'clock at night, right? And at that time, when you've got kids and stuff like that, it's, you spend your entire day making sure everything's taken care of, you're doing your work, you're making sure that, and we homeschool, so you're homeschooling, you're making sure that they go outside and they play and do all this stuff. At the end of the day, you're fucking exhausted and tired, and then your significant other wants you to spend time with them too. So you got to spend like an hour with them. And then all of a sudden, you're like, I still got to hit the gym. It's tough. It's not easy. When it's going to get easier is when you get to a point where you're just at maintenance, right? The good thing is you guys don't have to record a video every day. You guys can go to the gym, work out, and it's one other thing you don't got to bother with. But it's hard, man. It's going to be hard. And if it were easy, every single person would do it, and we'd all be in shape. But it's so much easier, right? You go into Walmart, you go into one of these stores, You fucking grab your shit real quick. It's so easy to get like a microwavable thing. Oh, I'm just going to get this. It's cheaper, right? It's faster to cook. It's less mess to clean up, right? It's got more calories and it's fatty for you, but all these other things we look at and we go, okay, well, this stuff outweighs my goal, or this stuff outweighs me being in shape. It's like it's constructed, the world around us is constructed to make it easier to be fat and easier to be out of shape, right? Just make our life simple. But then you get out of shape, you get overweight, you become unhealthy. Now you got to go to the doctor. You got to get all these pills to balance out what you're not doing with your own nutrition and exercise. And then all of a sudden you have a fucking stroke or a heart attack and you die. You get diabetes. You got to have your fucking foot cut off. All from shit that we have control of. We can control that. But we have conditioned ourselves to not be able to be disciplined. You know, when we first started this channel, you know, I was like, oh, well, they tell you to be disciplined. And that's, it's hard for a motivational speaker or someone who's trying to teach you about fitness and what you have to do. And they say it's just discipline. And there's a disconnect there in the communication. You're like, what do you mean just discipline? Like, I got depression. I got all these other shit that I'm dealing with. You think discipline's going to solve all that? And the answer is, yeah. It is. Because it's the act of you getting up every day and making sure that you're making the right choices. It's the act of you getting up every day and exercising. And then all of a sudden it becomes a habit. And then you look at all your progress and all your hard work and all the time that you've invested in and you go, I did not come this far and I did not push myself this much every single day to fucking screw it all up on this one thing. No, I'm not going to eat a whole bunch of junk shit. No, I'm not going to take a break. Like, no, I'm not. And there's going to be a million people coming at you from every fucking angle telling you, hey, just eat this. Hey, just take a break today. Hey, you don't need to work out. Hey, you don't need to do this. And you're like, what the fuck? You're getting attacked from all sides. And during those moments, you have to look internally and go, what is it that I'm fighting for? And that's why in the other video, we talk about having your why. Because when I have those days where no one, there's not even anyone around me to try and bring me down. It's me talking to me, and I'm like, you got to get up and work out. And inside, my internal voice is going, nah, just take a break, man. Just stay, go to bed. Go to bed. It's 11 o'clock at night. You could do it tomorrow. And I'm like, fuck no. Get your fucking ass out there. All right? And here's one thing that I've learned too, is that when my internal voice is starting to speak in a negative way to me, I force myself to get the fuck up and stand in the gym. Right? And then when I'm there, I'm like, well, fuck, I'm already here. I might as well work out. Bam. Done. But if I would have stayed a moment longer listening to that fucking internal voice tell me to not do it, to just take a break, to stop, then I would have failed. So force yourself to get up. The road is not easy. There's not going to be an easy answer. There's not going to be an easy pill. You're not going to magically one day have a chef that shows up at your house and cooks all your meals for you and does all your shopping for you. I wish that's the way that it worked, but it doesn't. And right now, just with your fitness alone, all right, and we're not even talking about the future videos or anything like that, but just your fitness alone, if you develop this discipline with your fitness, that nobody can break you, that nobody can stop you, that nobody is going to fuck up your plan that you have for yourself, imagine what you can do with that later. When you have that iron will that this is my goal and I'm going to see it through to the end. When you develop that, ain't nobody stopping you. Nobody's stopping you. You got this, no matter what you pick. So, That's all I got for today, guys. Fucking bust your ass. You guys have been doing great. You've been doing fucking phenomenal. And if you've made some mistakes, we still got 300 days to go. Correct it. Fix it. Remember, any influence that's trying to keep you from your goal, you need to shut it down. No, this is what I'm doing. And sometimes you got to look internally and you got to be fucking brave. You got to look inside and go, hey, like the closest people sometimes are the ones that try to hold you back. And you got to let them down easy, and sometimes you got to let them down hard. And be like, look, this is what I'm going to do. I have a goal set for myself, and I'm going to accomplish that goal. And if it's your significant other, then you need to also, in addition to accomplishing your goal, you need to make time for them. You need to set aside a little bit of time and go, okay, even though it's late, I'm going to spend an hour watching a show with you, or I'm going to spend an hour just us talking or playing a game or whatever. Make time for them. And then also make time for your goals. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I will see you tomorrow. Talk to you later.